Hello, I'm Dr. Irene Wong from the School of Public Health at the University of Hong Kong. My research interests are health economics, decision analysis, and cancer epidemiology. Over the past 5 years, I have undertaken collaborative research projects at the faculty relating to the cancer disease burden and breast cancer screening and care. I've also contributed to debates about breast cancer-related health policies in Hong Kong. Right now, I'm working on several collaborative projects, among which 2 are particularly important. One is about breast cancer risk prediction, and the other is about evaluating healthcare interventions for cancer prevention and control in Chinese populations. One of our recent works on breast cancer projections is published in the British Journal of Cancer. In this study, we may use of a technique called the age period cohort APC regression. We estimated the relative contribution of the effects of age, period, and birth cohort on trends in breast cancer incidence and mortality, and then projected future trends in the medium term. These APC regression models have long been used for understanding the biological and environmental causes of cancer, and have allowed our research team to examine the trends in disease rates over time. In our study, we divided the trends in breast cancer into 3 etiological components. They are age of diagnosis or death, period of diagnosis or death, and birth cohort effects. These figures show the age standardized rates of breast cancer incidence and mortality for women in 2012 in a range of countries, including Hong Kong. We can see that there are clear east or west gradients in terms of breast cancer incidence and mortality. This figure here shows the trends in age standardized breast cancer incidence and mortality rates by 5-year periods between 1976 and 2010. There is a rising incidence and mortality trend in a more stable over the last 3 decades. The upper and lower panels show the parameter estimates of age, period, and cohort effects from 2 APC models for breast cancer incidence and mortality respectively. The leftmost figures show the age effects, and the figures in the middle panels show the cohort effects and the period effects. In terms of age effects, the figures on the left show an increasing incidence and death with age. This means the older you get, the more likely you are to contract cancer and more likely to die from it. The figures in the middle panels show the domination of the cohort effects. That means the year in which you were born is associated with your disease risk. In addition, the second-order changes in period effects are negligible. This means the disease rate and the death rate have nothing to do with the year in which you were diagnosed with cancer or in which you die. Based on the APC models, we predict that the age-standardized breast cancer incidence in Hong Kong will continue to increase at a rate of 0.65% per annum, while the age-standardized mortality will decrease at 0.56% per annum over the next 15 years. There are 2 important findings. The first is that there is a rising incidence trend. This trend appears to be mainly driven by the aging and cohort effects. The second is that the overall mortality trends appear to be relatively stable over the last 3 decades. There are several implications. Firstly, because of the projected increase in breast cancer rates in Hong Kong, there is a greater need for more resources for cancer care and service delivery. This will have major implications on the cost-effectiveness of screening for breast cancer. Secondly, since Hong Kong has not provided mass screening for breast cancer, changing trends in disease rate and mortality are more likely to be caused by improvements in survival brought about by advances in treatment.